So what they're saying is that, again, we took 20 minutes, but this group right here was right behind us.
Here's what happens.
So if we took 20 minutes, then that means that they came off of hole 9, and they have not yet carved off on hole 10, then the group behind us had to take 20 minutes to get from 9 to 10. And so they're saying they want to kick us off the hole. And this is former Commissioner Steve Chronister.
Congratulations, you're a real winner.
When you golf while black.
So they say they want to kick us off the hole because we took a break in between the holes, and the people behind us had not even teed off yet. All right.
Back off, okay? Back off. This is what you want. This is what she does for a living.
Ouch. Incorrect there, Steve Chronister. You see, Sandra Thompson is a lawyer and the president of the York chapter of the NAACP. Wrong one to mess with, Stephen.
We asked you 3 times now to remove yourself from the premises. You have yet to remove yourself.
And why is it that we took? Why did you say you would remove us from the premises? What was the confrontation? You came to us. We were trying to tee off, and you came. 5 of you men came up to us. We'll wait. So they're not teeing off. They're still taking a break.
A ruthless, pathetic scene at Grandview Golf Club in Pennsylvania. Per Thompson, their day started out delayed as frost on the course pushed the group back roughly 39 minutes per Golf Digest. Though a foursome is the norm, the club allowed their fivesome to play together. The first part of this troublesome story began when the women were backed up because the group in front of them had yet to clear the fairway. That's when Steve Chronister, seen here, sped over in his car to confront the ladies. You can see the quotes via Golf Digest. Another nugget, this was their first time playing at this course as members of the club. Quite a welcome, don't you think? As the ladies played on, Steve called the cops. When the dispatcher asked, no weapons or anything like that, right? The elder Chronister replied, it's even worse than that, but anyway, I can't, Chronister said. The dispatcher cut off Chronister, asking him to clarify. Okay, sir, there's no weapons, right? The dispatcher asked. No, Chronister said, other than her mouth, there's not any weapons. Thompson would later say, the only other difference between us and the other players was our race and our gender. After the fivesome played the front 9, 3 women left, leaving Thompson and a friend. They just finished a break and were going to start the back 9 when employees plus the owner of the club told them they took too long and the police were called. The police would say that once they arrived at the course, it was clear that law enforcement did not need to be involved. Damon Carter Mann, who played behind the group of 5, said, not one time from hole 1 to 9 did we catch up with those ladies. If that's what was happening, if they were targeted because of their gender or because of their race, it's a shame. They maintained they were threatened, humiliated, bullied in a game they adored, at a club where they were members. Quote, they tried to ruin what we loved, said Sandra Thompson. Pay attention to this man right here. He is mad that it just so happened, by living on a golf course, an errant shot went his direction. Dude, how can you possibly get mad when you secured this property? What twilight zone are we living in here? Oh my God. And so he's off into the sunset to potentially harass more golfers that dare to slice a 4-iron his direction. The New York Times wrote of Quaker Ridge, a course with a rich history and also apparently litigation. Angry neighbors who live on it have given their 2 cents over the years. To some who live on courses, balls screaming into the begonias are the cost of living there. Others may not see it that way. Even some golfers who prize living on a course can become irritated when an errant shot causes damage. One way to avoid the problem is to consider the location of the property carefully. John Grasick, a retired insurance adjuster who lives 100 yards from the tee on the 16th hole at the club at Eaglebrook in Lakeland, Florida, thought he was safe on the left. But he has had broken windows, a damaged pool screen, and dozens of golf balls to prove that hooks happen too. It gets kind of expensive, Grasick, 68, said.
but there's not much you can do about it. We kind of accept it. The fact is, beyond choosing a location carefully, homeowners have little recourse if balls come flying into their yards. In many states, there's an assumption of risk in living there. MyAvidGolfer.com noted the advantages that Ken in the first video likely has, which are heightened and stable property values aside, golf course communities are often zones to highly rated school districts and located in close proximity to bustling restaurant, grocery, entertainment hubs. Residents living in golf course communities are zoned to school districts in the top 10 in the Student Achievement Index and the College Readiness Index. They add, unfortunately for homeowners, there isn't much, if any, in the way of legal precedent to protect you when your home is damaged by a flying golf ball. That is not to say that it is impossible to receive compensation for a broken window. We know of many instances where the golfer volunteers to replace or help pay for the replacement of broken windows or other damage, but there aren't any overarching statutes that place sole responsibility for damages to a home on a golfer or the course. A court case in the early 90s illustrates perfectly the difficulties homeowners have in recouping damages caused by golf balls. In 1992, 3 homeowners on the 6th hole of the Gold Course at Dallas Athletic Club filed suit after stray golf balls damaged their homes and vehicles. Since the victims were not able to locate the golfers responsible for the damages, they sued the club. While the victims initially won in trial court, the verdict was overturned in Dallas County Court on Appeals, and that was upheld by another appeals court.